Hi, today I'm going to show you the XERO application and how to set up bank rules and easily reconcile your accounts. I'm going to share the screen of XERO. You can see that there. So there's two ways to do bank rules. We go into, this is the dashboard. You go into reconcile your accounts. This is a dummy account, so we don't have to worry about any confidentiality here. So here we've got, we've gone into the dashboard, we've gone to the reconcile accounts. You can see here one's set up already and it's matching. So sometimes they will match if you've set up your invoice already and you just click OK and it's as simple as that. To set up a bank rule that doesn't have something beside it, like this smart energy here, it's got nothing over here to match it to. So we can create a bank rule. We hit options on the side and then we hit create bank rule. We go down here. This has brought up what the bank feed has brought through. We always put contains on both sides, or we can actually delete this off altogether because it might not have that in each time you go there. So smart agency is what you're paying, or either the customer or the supplier. You put your customer or supplier in there that is necessary. And then you write the description, like electricity, your account, see what we've got here. That would be under light, power and heating, and whether it has GST or not. That will give you an option there, either GST free or GST on expenses. Always check your account as well. Sometimes it might have only part GST. And then you can click save. And that will save that bank rule for you. And when you go back into it, it will say okay. And that's already set up there, showing you. If you wanted to view the details, you can go to the side here and it will show you underneath. If you want to put a reference in, like an invoice number, and you can save that. Check your GST and have a look at your bill. You can also attach a bill that you might have downloaded into your system by hitting upload files. And that will take you into your Word documents, and you can open up a file and attach your actual bill to it as well, which we won't do today. But and then you have all of that all in the one place, and you hit save transaction, reconcile transaction, and there you've done. And you go through each one and you do all of that. Once you're reconciled, you can go into your reporting through accounts, and it will give you an accurate description. All your favorites can be selected up the top. Most of them are profit and loss and balance sheet. See where your receivables are and the way of receiving money from your customers, or your payables and where you're owing money to your suppliers. And you can just tick the little stars here and that'll put it up the top, whatever your favorite reports and what you want there. Click on profit and loss. And you've got a profit and loss for your September account there. You can see where all your money is being spent, how your income is. But it's best to fully reconcile your month before you can see the correct report. And that's a small lesson for today. We'll see you next week. Hi, today we're going to go over MYOB and the bank feeds and allocations and the reconciliations. I will share the screen. So this is the front screen of MYOB and their dashboard, similar to XERO. Here we go. We've got a sales for the month, and this is the front screen. Now here we've got two allocations that have come through on the bank feed. So we go through to there. Shows you under banking. This has come straight through from the bank feed. And then we can have a look where we can allocate that. So we can either match that, have a little look and see what's going on with some allocations of matching. Got 26. Sometimes there's nothing that matches. That's fine. So we can just allocate that. We go over here and put the contact in. I know this is Officeworks, so I will just put Officeworks in here. Usually it'll say a little bit more on here for your own accounts, what they are. Then we put in an account. So this is like office supplies. Office supplies. Can put a more description in here in the way, say, chairs or perhaps stationery for that amount. And then you hit save. Then you go to your next allocation and you do the same thing for that. Put your contact in, the account that you want it to go to, gives you the whole list here of where you can put it, a little bit more of a description, and then save once again. So that's allocating your bank feeds. If you want to reconcile your account, you go to banking and reconcile. This has to be done monthly, really, at the end of the month. I usually wait until the last day of the month comes through and do the whole month on the first of the following month. So here we have some transactions that have already been allocated and ticked off. This has to be balanced to your bank account at the end of each month. So you get the very last, say the 30th of September, and you get that balance, and all of those transactions need to balance to your bank statement. Otherwise, something's out and you will have to look for it. Okay, see if we've got some bank rules here. We can always set up a bank rule. This bank rule, so that's under banking, bank rules. It's set up as a bill. It has to contain that configuration, which comes through the bank feed again from the bank statement from your bank. That's a description. And when it goes through into your bank, it picks up that allocation and automatically allocates it to Australian bookkeeping. go back to the dashboard and we'll have a look whether we can actually set up a BankRule through the allocation. So down here, you've got another choice of setting up a BankRule. You can go into here and say anytime this comes through, I want to allocate it to, say, Officeworks. Put your description in here. Usually always say contains. It doesn't, not equal to, it's too narrow. And then we put the account here of office supplies. So each time that came through, we would save it and say, okay, it's going to office supplies. And you hit that button and save it. Let's go back to the dashboard. Now I'm just thinking about the bank feeds and whether manage bank feeds. This shows you the institution that's set up. Bank feed is ready. If you need to create another bank feed, you can go in here, you can type in your financial institution, the Commonwealth Bank, online via bank, internet banking, or you can apply through an application form. Whatever your bank allows, CBA allows online bank feeds. Just have your, and it's recommended as well. Have all your details ready of your bank account so that when you go to the next part, just to confirm that you're authorizing it. So you need to put your account details and everything in here. And then hit go to online banking. And then hit done. And it will usually connect you to your bank fairly automatically. These days it's extremely efficient and clever. The banks are very much set up for connecting to your accounts programs. We can go over more of this in our Zoom session. There's lots more in the way of purchasing and sales, but this is just covering off on your bank feeds, allocating your bank streams that come through from your bank on that setup, and then going to your bank reconciliations where you can tick off exactly what is in your bank statement and in your accounts program and allocating those. Always check the GST on your dockets. Keep all of your dockets, of course, for the GST purposes and auditing purposes. And make sure the GST component is equal to what's on your invoice or receipt. Double check that GST component. Very important to the ATO. Okay, I will stop sharing this today and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now. Hello again. Today we're going to look at QuickBooks Online. I will share the screen. So today, this is QuickBooks Online. one of the advantages of QuickBooks Online, it is a little cheaper and affordable for micro businesses. And this is your dashboard, so you can make your dashboard however you like it. Not quite as user-friendly as the others. This is your banking. This is where your bank feeds come into. This one actually needs updating. And then all the bank feed parts come into here, and you can match them with your invoices and purchases from customers and suppliers. You can go to a bank register. It shows you what's gone through your account. And it shows you that it's reconciled as well. Down here is your, it goes accounting and reconcile. And once you've selected off your banking, you can resume your reconciliation. This has nothing in it at the moment as it's already reconciled. And you can tick off your reconciliations. Let's see if I can activate this bank feed again. This is just connecting through to the bank. And that one's not going to log in for me today. Just have a look at some of the ones that have been categorized before. This is an old account, so it's, here we go. So I'll just undo a couple. No. Ah, yes, it's okay. So I'm just going to reconcile it again so you can have a look. So that would have gone back in for review. So this is how it appears in the banking. And there is a payment there. And you can see that it's matching a bill here. You can actually go into the bill to see that it's the right bill, that that amount is matching. It's very important with bank feeds to make sure you're matching the right thing. Sometimes it will assume, could be the same amount, and it will assume the match. So always go in and have a little look if you're happy with that particular bill and say, yes, that's what I was paying. That's fine. And then we can say, yes, we can match that one. I'm happy that that's the right one that we've matched to. Match. So then we go back to the reconciliation. And this is where it goes to once you've matched that account. And you can tick it off that it's matched. You can either save for later, or you can reconcile it. It does have to be, there is a difference here, so it does have to be 0. And I can't see where that difference is right now. But once your balance is 0, you can actually finish now, and that finishes you for the month. It might be a matter of editing that information. So you check your statement balance, and that's where your statement balance goes. and you can save that information. So that was the 199.81. Make sure you've got the right end date. That was the end date for that particular file. And then you can hit finish now. And that reconciliation is done. So it's always a choice on which program you want. There is lots of different areas of QuickBooks. Just take you into companies and settings. It shows you the subscription. Or any notifications coming in. At the moment, I'm on a free subscription because I'm a bookkeeper, but you can do your subscriptions from in your settings here. So that's a little bit of an overview of QuickBooks Online. It's not quite as user-friendly, but it's $22 a month for the lowest. That's using your expenses, your sales, no staff. But it is, for micro businesses, it is quite efficient in the way of expenses. Showing you again where that reconciliation is, the banking, where you reconcile your banks if you need to exclude anything, setting up your and linking your account here. And you put all your different, you have your choice of all of your different banks there as well. So as you can see, there's quite a few. Most banks covered these days. And then you sign into your account with your personal access number, a security code if you need that, or a token if you need that as well. Connecting to you to your bank, which makes it very efficient to reconcile. As usual, I can cover off any of these and more in our Zoom meeting and show you more on expenses. It's all down the side here. Or your sales. Creating invoices. Create new invoice. Most programs have all the same features. It's just a matter of finding out where they are and how they operate in that particular program. Setting up clients. GST. Whether you're registered for GST or not, that always comes up under your company, and you can set that up so that you can prepare your BAS or have it ready to be prepared. Lots of different reports in here that you can see. You can customize any reports as well. Some performance reports as well for the business, so you can see overviews. You set up your logos. Yes. So yes, there's lots of little things, and each program has its own specialties. I'll see you on the next clip. Bye for now.